Welcome to season 2. If you guys have been watching along, you would have known how much work we've been putting into our land building the yurts. But in this series, we're going to be mainly focusing on this part of the land, which sits at the top in front of our abandoned house looking over our valley. As you can tell, we've already demolished our garage and started work bringing down some of the wall with the help of our friend, a 5-ton digger. That's right, guys. We're going to be faced with loads of new challenges and it's going to be an amazing series.
Honestly, we're so excited to start a new chapter on our land. We learned so much building the yurts, but now we're ready for the next project, a tiny house. It's going to be much more complex, way more challenging, and an opportunity for us to grow, learning so much in the process. This morning, we welcomed our new friend, a 5-ton excavator that will help us clear the land to create more space to put our tiny house. But we've got a problem. Neither I nor Eliezer know how to drive one of these things. We thought operating a digger would be simple because people said it's just like playing a video game. And Eliezer is very good at that. Initially, we wanted to rent a 1.7-ton digger, but the guy renting it said the job required a bigger excavator. So he started by giving Eliezer a quick tutorial on how to drive the digger, and he even stayed around helping us to remove 2 massive trees that were very difficult for us to move on our own, since we didn't have enough experience on the digger yet.
So the digger's here, and he's just giving us a little tutorial so we know how to use it properly. It looks easy.
Right, this digger is a 5-ton Kubota. Kubota is a very good brand. And we were actually thinking about buying ourselves a digger, but it's pretty expensive. A digger like this one costs around 30,000 euros. And we went around to see prices and it's really expensive. So for the renting of this one, it costs 120 euros a day, which is the most affordable price, because if you want to rent with someone to operate it, would cost up to 300-400 euros a day. So we thought, okay, we rent and we learn how to operate. So now let's just explain our plans and what we're gonna do with this digger. So we're gonna put a tiny house in this land, and this is a perfect land for it. So we thought, oh, why not we open 5 meters more there, so we have more land to have more space to do more stuff. So we're gonna open 5 meters here and put all this earth over there. And in the end, we're gonna have a lot of space. So our plans is tiny house over here and a shipping container with equipments for us to have all our equipment safe and stored in a nice place over here somewhere. A little shipping container. But for that, let's start digging out.
So the old garage that was here, the roof was made of asbestos. So we had to get some people in to remove that safely. We didn't do that work, obviously, because it's super toxic and it's, not worth it. So they took that down in about 2 hours. And before, I always thought that this part of the land, the garage, was so ugly and dark and kind of, not very appealing. Now that they've demolished the garage, it's opened up the most perfect space for us to put the tiny house. I'm absolutely it's really changed my perspective. And when we open up this wall and over there, it's gonna make so much more space for the tiny house and for the shipping container. So I think it's already made a massive difference, and we have the most beautiful view. So it's just like when they took it down, I knew this was the perfect spot for the tiny house. We also have this old Fiat Sport 124, I don't know, this old vintage car. It's a pretty cool car, but it needs a lot of work. I mean, yeah. It's cool, but we're definitely not interested in doing it up. I think that would take a lot of money, a lot of time, lots of problems. It's really cool though. Look, it's like proper old inside. The back seats are really cute. So yeah, I think we're gonna get rid of this car, but replace it with something better, a tiny house. Oh, Bazaar. Are you gonna watch Daddy when he drives the digger for the first time? Yes. You're gonna be the supervisor? Yes, you are. You're a good boy. So right now, Eliezer's gonna drive a 5-ton digger for the very first time. I mean, do you know what you're doing?
Yes, the guy let me drive a bit while he was here, and yeah, it looks like a video game. Look at that. So you basically you move with this, you do a lot with this. This you move back and forward. This is how we use to move. And it's like, for me, we're gonna be like playing video games. It's like a real life Minecraft.
Obviously, we know that this is a big machine and we're gonna be really careful. Today, the main goal is just to play around and try to get the hang of driving the digger. It's not really necessary, let's do all of the work today. We just want to practice and we just want to feel what it's like. So we're gonna be doing some easy jobs, nothing crazy, just to practice driving the digger.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Vamos! I just absolutely love the fact that Eliezer is driving a 5-ton digger right now. Like, this is our first time doing this, and it's just really nice that he's not scared, he's just going for it. And to be honest, you have to just go for it sometimes in life, you know? Obviously being safety first, but we're on our own land, we're not doing anything crazy. Yeah, super cool. I want to have a go as well. I think he's getting it. Isso, muito bom. Okay, so how is it?
I'm feeling really good. It's really like a video game. You can move stuff. It's really powerful, and I'm just thinking how we're gonna move this car away because it's on the way. The first 30 minutes I was getting used to the controls and understanding how the digger works. It was nothing like I've ever operated before, but I picked it up surprisingly quickly. It's like real-life Minecraft. To test the digger, I started behind the garage to clear space for the shipping container. The plan was to dig out 5 meters. Since the area is sloped, there is a lot of soil to move. For now, we'll pile the earth to one side and then compact and level the ground later. It's amazing how much faster the digger makes this kind of work. Imagine doing all of this by hand. It's the perfect place for me to practice.
Honestly, I was a little bit nervous to drive this thing at first, but actually it's really fun to drive and super comfortable inside.
Eita, rapaz! Estão dirigindo umas escavadoras de 5 toneladas. A mulher pode fazer qualquer coisa também. Look what this guy's done in 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Starting from scratch.
Starting from scratch and learning how to drive the machine as well.
Yeah.
So what we're thinking, look at that. Look how the fault that we had when doing the digging. So our initial idea was to take 5 meters out of from here and put the earth from here into this part. But as I was doing this part, I saw that we can maybe, instead of taking out from there, we take out from here. And we open more this part and have more space in here instead of taking there. Because look, this is like 3 meters tall, and taking 5 meters in all out of 3 meters tall will be a lot of earth to move.
Just like that, look.
Yeah, like that. We just took a little bit and have a lot of earth already to move. So what I was thinking is, because this part here, the earth is really easy. There's no stones, no very heavy earth, and it's like this. I just take like out of here and do like this, and don't have to move a lot, don't have to do a lot of work, and we're gonna have the space that we need. But still, we need to take some from here, like 1 meter, because we don't want rocks falling over our heads. So we're just gonna take some earth so we make it an angle and then nothing's gonna fall. And we need to move this car as well.
All of this was actually the owner of the excavator. He came in and just showed us a little bit, and then he also removed the 2 trees that were angled, and we just didn't have enough experience to take those down by ourselves. So this is what he did. But now, because Eliezer's got the hang of the excavator, he's gonna start pushing all of this earth over into that part of the land so we can level it out, compact it, clear this road, because we also need to take out the old car. That's just completely in the way of us being able to dig further into the land. So I think we'll do that now. Amor!
We realised digging near the sloped wall caused way more soil to fall than we expected. That's when we decided to clear the loose soil and move it to the other side to level the ground. We also had to clear space to remove the old car that was in the way.
So here's the news, here's the update now. I think we're making everything messy, but I think that's it. You need to make everything messy before everything gets nice and compact and leveled. So our plan is take that car out of there, take those trees out of here, and make like an angle in there next to the car, and then every earth that's messy here, we make everything level and compact.
At the end.
At the end. And then, yeah, and then we have our space for the tiny house.
It's because we still have to carve out the walls and the car is just in the way, so we need to get that out of the way for us to be able to create more space. So the trees that the guy took down today, we're going to try and move them. It's really annoying because we don't have a chainsaw, and I think having a chainsaw would make this a lot easier. But let's try and move them, and then we can park the car down there.
Let's go.
I don't know why, but Eliezer thought just the two of us could move these two massive trees on our own without any help.
I told you, it's a whole tree. I told you, we need a chainsaw. This is a whole tree.
At least we used our heads and gave it another try with the digger. That's when I realised that we really need to invest in a good chainsaw.
We had to move this car because it was blocking the area where we needed to fix the crumbling wall. Luckily, the digger made the process easier.
Olha como passou, amor. Eliezer foi ver uma coisa. Ele tá em cima dele. Ah, rapaz.
The car wasn't even ours, so moving it like this was nerve-wracking. I didn't want to damage it.
Eliezer, stop! It's cracking. You can lift it up and move it.
The car kept veering to one side, so we had to move it slowly. It was stressful, it was getting dark, and we were tired and hungry.
Ah, gente, esses momentos me estressam, viu? Acho que é a hora de parar. Isso não tá indo tão bem. Oh no. Okay guys, that's a wrap for today. It's 5:30 and it's pretty much black. Today, well, it wasn't really me. Eliezer was on the digger all day. I think he did an amazing job for his first time on the digger, so...
Yeah, first time is good.
First time's good.
Yes, and Bozor is hurt. Look at his face.
Yeah, he's got a little something in his foot, so we need to go and clean that, make sure he's okay. And now we're hungry too, so we're gonna have some food. But tomorrow early, we're gonna wake up and finish this job.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yesterday, we managed to move the car here, which was a start, but we're still going to need to move it from here further out of the drive or somewhere that it's not in the way. Right now, the plan is to focus on leveling out the spot where we're going to put the tiny house and also expanding more into the bush, I guess you would call it, to give us some more space for the shipping container. But after we do that, we are going to need to focus on the driveway. So our plan for the driveway is, because we already have the digger here, we're going to dig about 40 to 50 centimeters, add some gravel, not gravel, hardcore, and then some rebar, some, you know, the reinforcement steel, and then concrete on top. And then we will be able to have all of our deliveries for the abandoned house in the future without having any problems with deliveries coming in, lorries, heavy, you know, trucks and stuff like that. So that's why we thought we would do this now while we have the digger, and prepare also for the tiny house to be able to come in here without any problems.
So this is the before of today. You're gonna see the after later. And the plans, as we removed the car yesterday from here, you're gonna make a little decline on angle here. I didn't want to take that tree out, but eventually this tree will fall anyway because it's falling, everything's falling underneath the tree. See those rocks there? So we are just gonna push this tree back and see if we can replant this tree in the future. I don't know how to do that. We're gonna have to study about that. And here, we're gonna make everything flat, everything here on the same line, flat over here, over there. So in the future, the tiny house will be somewhere here, and the shipping container with the equipment somewhere there. And we noticed as well that the ruin, our ruin is right there, close here. So eventually we're gonna make a trail as well to go directly to the ruin from here as well. Let's start.
As you can see, the wall is collapsing. Also, you can see how easy it is to remove because the soil is so loose. To make it safer, we're going to remove the loose layer and angle the slope to stabilize it and avoid any future risks. This is the method that several people have recommended to us, so let's see how it holds up. After removing the soil, Eliezer used it to fill and level the slope.
Guys, everything was going so well until this happened. The flipping thing, the track. So now it's stuck. And this is what it looks like. I don't understand because Eliezer was literally just driving normally. There was no big rocks, like the path is fine and it just came out. I don't know if we've done something wrong here, but it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, hey, can you come and help us? But he can only come at the end of the day and it's only 11 o'clock now. So we've got the whole day and I'm not getting out a shovel and doing this. So, yeah, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I don't know, there's nothing to do in the situation right now. We've just got to sit and wait for him because it's not going to be safe for us to use the... There's no way we can use the digger now. That's done. It's very annoying because we just started working. Oh, I think what we need to do right now is just go and make a cup of tea.
While we were waiting around, we decided to clean up the yurt. The thing is, when you have a piece of land, there's always things to be done. Obviously, this wasn't ideal. The site was a mess, but did we enjoy ourselves? Absolutely. Eliezer especially loved driving the digger, and most importantly, he gained confidence. Mistakes are part of learning. The guy arrived at 6 p.m. I cannot tell you how relieved I felt when he told me it was going to be a quick fix. Apparently, Eliezer's lack of strategy while placing the soil on the ground caused it to get stuck in the tracks. He did say that this rarely happens, but when it does, it's because of inexperience.
Okay, so we're nearly there. We've nearly got it out.
And the guy was amazing. He not only fixed the digger, but also helped clean up. Watching him work showed just how much experience matters. We came back the next day to see the progress. Since we were short on time, we arranged for someone to help fix the mess we made. Let's just say they did an outstanding job.
We are back on the land. It's Sunday today. Yesterday, obviously you guys saw that we left the land in a state. I was a bit worried how the final result was going to look, but the guy who rented us the digger managed to get us a really good digger driver that's here today. He's been working. He's just taken down this tree, this oak tree, because it was already on the edge and it was going to fall, and he's going to replant this tree for us where we want it. And you're going to see in a sec how amazing of a job he's done, flattening out everything. It's perfectly flat. It's opened up so much space for the tiny house and for the shipping container. So I'm just so excited. Look how level the land is. It's so funny because yesterday I was just thinking, oh gosh, how are we going to fix this? You fix it with an experienced digger driver. Yeah, this guy has 7 years of experience. And yeah, he's already planted a smaller oak tree for us over here. The thing is, he's opened up even more space than we expected. So yeah, I told him, why don't we plant the other big oak tree over in that corner so we kind of have a nice gap, a nice view between the oak trees. Guys, I'm so excited. It's made a massive difference. What 2 days on a digger can do to your land is incredible.
Look, I find this so cool. He's gonna replant the tree. The tree you guys just saw him taking out of this. Look at that big hole. He took with all the roots and everything. Now he's gonna replant, just like he replanted this one. He just replanted that one. Yeah, let's go and take a look closer. He digged the big hole first, and then the roots are really big. They are like 3 meters tall roots, and it's a huge tree. That's not easy. And he does that like nothing. 7 years of experience. Look at the comparison. This in this exact place yesterday, with 1 day of experience, my job. This is the picture, and this now is 7 years of experience. Yes, it's worth having someone with experience. And we are really happy as well for having this guy, really good. We were trying to do everything by ourselves, but some stuff is better to have someone. 2 other things that he's gonna do is taking this car, this old car, out of the way, because we're gonna make a road here in the near future, next week. So he's gonna take this car out, up on the road there, that we have a little spot perfect for this car to be out of the way. And the second thing is right here on this corner, he's gonna take a little bit out as well, because we're gonna have bigger trucks coming in with materials, and we need more space for these trucks to pass by. So just like he did there on those walls, he'll replicate the same in here. And yeah, the guy managed to do everything in 1 day.
Wow, what an episode. This has come to a really good end of our first video for our second season of the channel. I am just so excited. I can't even wait for the things that are going to start happening in this series. It's going to be a lot. So many things we've got planned, and yeah, we're really pushing to get a lot of things done. Opening that space is like opening another door of opportunities and possibilities.
Yes.
I think that's how I felt when I came down here today, and I was like, wow, this looks better than what I imagined.
Yes,
so.
yes. Yeah, so far you can see another before and after. The before that was with the garage and the little car there.
Yeah.
And now, today, it's a big space. It's a huge space that we have now.
Yeah, it's a huge space. We're going to create some really fun, creative, special places with the tiny house and the workshop that are coming really soon. I'm over the moon.
Yes, me too. I'm super happy because of the guy. It's really good when the job is well done. It's so satisfying, like it's over their expectations. Really good. I'm super happy.
Okay guys, so this is everything for this video, but we're going to see you in the next video when we're going to start building our road. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
This next chapter is going to be on a whole new level. We can't wait to show you what's next. Well, that's it for this video, but we'll see you in the next one.